Now at 5:30 on WKYT this morning, a Kentucky pastor is recovering from being shot while on a mission trip to Haiti. Lexington community members will get a look at another candidate for Fayette County School Superintendent today.
And we're looking outside, seeing that forecast slide into the afternoon. 90-degree storms will be north. We'll talk all about that coming up.
Tracking, alerting, protecting. This is WKYT This Morning.
Good morning to you and welcome. It's good to have you with us here on WKYT. The WKYT news team up and at it and busy on this Thursday, June 25th. I'm Bill Bryant. Rebecca's off today. We're going to watch for the development of some storms later on today. We have declared a WKYT First Alert Severe Weather Day. Again, it is nice this morning. It's later on we'll be watching things. Micah?
Well, we are going to be watching that very closely as we get into late afternoon or early evening. That's when they start to move into the northern zones, which means a lot of us throughout the daylight hours won't even see rain. It's mainly that evening and nighttime time frame that we're going to be watching very closely. 61 now in Danville, going into Dunville, and we're holding on to the 60s. Waynesburg doing all right this morning. Somerset, Monticello, off into Stearns and McCurry County. We're doing just fine. It's just later on this afternoon and off into evening is where we're going to be watching some of these storms move on in. Usually the breakdown is about 2 to 6 p.m. we see the storms pop up, but this time it's a little later. More like 5 to 8 p.m. is when you can start to see these storms pop up in the north, slide southbound. That means for some of you, you won't be affected by these at all during the daylight. For others, yeah, you better heads up because there is a severe weather threat. And I'll go over that timing in just a few minutes.
Okay, we'll see you then. We thank you. In the news, an Estill County pastor is set to return to Kentucky today after being shot while on a mission trip to Haiti. Bill Wesley leads Body of Christ Ministries in Irvin. He was with a group delivering supplies and reaching out to the people of Haiti. And that's when witnesses say a vehicle filled with armed men fired at the car Wesley was in. Wesley was shot in the leg, and 3 Haitians were also hit by bullets. But investigators say their injuries are not life-threatening. Wesley talked with us by phone late yesterday, saying he doesn't want the shooting to take away from his work.
I don't want this to discourage people from not coming over and helping the people. They're really good.
Wesley says the bullet in his leg could not be removed until he makes it back to the United States. Again, we expect him back home at some point today. Lexington police are looking for 3 juveniles who they say damaged a lot of cars in the Wood Hill neighborhood. Police say the juveniles used keys to scratch 7 cars on Cashel Court and up to 12 cars on nearby Hedgewood Drive. Police are still trying to figure out how much the damage will cost to repair. Happening today, another candidate for Fayette County's public school superintendent is set to visit Lexington. Terry Breeden, who is currently an assistant superintendent in Virginia, will be in the city today and tomorrow. And WKYT's Mark Barber is live from the district office with a look at this candidate. Hey Mark, good morning.
Good morning, Bill. Today, people will get a chance to meet Terry Breeden at a public reception, and then she will be in town again tomorrow. That's when the public is invited back to ask some questions at a public forum. Now, today's meet and greet with the superintendent finalist was moved over to Dunbar High School because a lot of people wanted to attend. The reception will be from 6 to 7:30 tonight. Then, at 6 p.m. tomorrow, the public will have another opportunity to ask a candidate more questions at a public forum at the district office. Breeden is currently the assistant superintendent of Loudoun County Public Schools in Virginia. The district is on the outskirts of Washington, D.C. and has about 80,000 students. The school board tells us that they narrowed their finalists down to Breeden and Emmanuel Kalk because they both have track records of success. Kalk is a superintendent in Portland, Maine, and he came to Lexington earlier this week. During his 2 days in the city, he says he got to talk with a number of students and teachers and liked what he saw. While the candidates are in Lexington, they are being interviewed by focus groups that include school employees and students. The board says that those interviews and feedback that they're getting from the community will play into who they select as Fayette County's next superintendent. Live in Lexington, Mark Barber, WKYT.
All right, Mark, thank you very much, and we'll stay on top of the selection process, a very important decision. We're coming up on 5:35 on WKYT this morning. We have learned overnight that a military airplane has crashed near Douglas, Arizona. We have no word yet on the pilot. Officials say the plane was an F-16 with the Air National Guard. The local fire department says they had to pull back because of gas lines in the area, and witnesses say the explosions lit up the sky to where it looked like it was daylight outside. Another prison employee in upstate New York is under arrest this morning following the escape of 2 inmates 19 days ago. CBS News correspondent Wendy Gillette reports on that.
Prison guard Gene Palmer covered his handcuffed hands with a jacket last night as police led him outside a court in Plattsburgh, New York. Investigators say the 57-year-old delivered frozen meat with tools inside to 2 inmates who escaped the Clinton County Correctional Facility in Dannemora. Despite a massive manhunt, David Sweat and Richard Matt are still on the run after breaking out of the maximum security prison nearly 3 weeks ago.
I think that it's fair to say that it caught him by surprise.
Palmer's lawyer says his client told investigators he didn't know the tools were inside the meat. He claims prison employee Joyce Mitchell conned Palmer into delivering the contraband. Mitchell has also been charged with helping the inmates escape and remains in jail.
I think that she had an affinity for them, and they asked her to do things that she did, and she conned people into doing it for her.
Palmer's attorney says his client will post bond today before making another court appearance this afternoon. He faces 4 charges, including promoting prison contraband and tampering with physical evidence. His lawyer says Palmer will plead not guilty and will continue to cooperate with police. Wendy Gillette for CBS News, New York.
Now, Palmer is also accused of destroying paintings that he was given by one of the escapees. A New Jersey family has fled from their home after receiving a series of menacing letters. The couple bought a $1 million mansion in Westfield, New Jersey, but when they moved in, they say they began getting letters from someone calling themselves the Watcher. The person wrote letters asking the owners if they had found what was in the walls, and said that the home had been the subject of the Watcher's family for decades. The mayor actually addressed the issue at a town council meeting.
Our police department conducted an exhaustive investigation based on the factual circumstances and evidence available.
The couple has levied a lawsuit against the previous owners, who they say also received letters but did not pass along that information. Police are expected to release more info today on the case of a stabbing incident at a Bullitt County interstate ramp here in Kentucky. 26-year-old Nicole Skyberg of California has been arrested, and now she is in the Bullitt County jail. Police say that she stabbed and killed 45-year-old Aaron Gerald of Alabama last weekend near mile marker 113 on Interstate 65. A Wayne County school is mourning the death of a popular teacher. Investigators say Karen Grinnell was riding her motorcycle along US 27 in Tennessee when she crashed. She taught at Wayne County Middle School in Monticello, and people at the school tell us Grinnell was a favorite among students. The family has asked that instead of flowers, that donations be made in Grinnell's name to the Knox County Whitley Animal Shelter, the Knox Whitley Animal Shelter. All right, later today, state panels will decide what happens to the Jefferson Davis statue in the state capitol rotunda, and the meeting will start the discussion of the future. Our news partners at the Herald Leader report the Historic Properties Advisory Commission will meet in Frankfort this afternoon. The governor has asked that panel to review all of the statues displayed in the Capitol. Some Kentucky politicians have called for the Jefferson Davis statue to be moved to a museum. Davis, a Kentucky native, was the president of the Confederacy. Our meteorologists are predicting a very wet forecast, at least for the early part of the weekend, but despite that, planners for the Red, White, and Boom say the show will go on. The music festival at Whitaker Bank Ballpark in Lexington has been in the works for months, but even with storms in the forecast, organizers say they have plans ready to set in motion. One planner says they begin to reorganize the event based on how far away the storm is at that time.
At about 40 miles out, that's when we sit down and start planning as event planners. What do we do with this number of people on the field? Is this a severe weather event? Do we evacuate the ballpark? At 20, we put our plan in place.
Michael Jordan there says they are close to selling out for Red, White, and Boom. He says if they don't sell out today, then he expects they'll be sold out by the time the gates open tomorrow. Always a popular, fun event. Our time this morning is coming up on 5:40. Let's check live drive traffic, see what's going on here as we roll toward the 6 o'clock hour on your Thursday. And taking a look at the Waze app this morning, nothing much on the roads to affect your commute. Everybody's moving along fine. We are seeing just a few stalled vehicles along Interstate 75 as you may be heading toward Cincinnati and Interstate 64. Other than that, you should have a clear commute. And of course, watch for those storms later on today if you're out on the roads, especially this evening. And there's a lot more news coming up for you on your Thursday morning. Summertime is baseball season. That means a lot more people headed to stadiums to watch America's favorite pastime. And we'll show you how those games are getting fans more involved with technology. That's coming up here in just a few minutes.
A lot of events going on, not just Red, White, and Boom for Friday and off into Saturday, but we still have to get through these storms today. And I'll go over your breakdown coming up in a few minutes.